What's up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Another day with Mr. A. I'm going to do a piggyback off our boy PG on this one. I believe this is, for those of you that are thinking differently. I keep telling you the answer is internal, whether you want to accept it or not, but do you really mean it? I hear a lot of guys, I see a lot of guys, I lurk in the comments, I watch monk mode, monk mode, monk mode. But do you really mean it? Do you really mean it? I told you I mean this shit, man. This ain't a game for me. That's why I don't do the big towel. I dropped all those monikers, man. I was this Forza style, man. You know what I'm saying? It just all clicked. It all made sense to me. I can't speak for every man, but I can tell you a couple, three things about this. You know what I'm saying? You really got to enjoy your own company, and you got to mean it. I'm gonna let PG go in. I just, more talking points affirmed. I just like to hear my talk. I don't think he watches my channel, but I just like to, hear what I say reaffirmed. That universal infinite intelligence, man. But here we go.
There's a phrase that is really key when it comes to females, and the phrase is indifference. Well, that's a word, but the phrase is the difference that makes the difference is indifference. Now, if you look up the word indifference, right? A lot of guys will try to take on that energy, that mindset when they're dealing with women is almost as if like they might like the female, but they act like they don't care. They act like they don't care as much as they do, or that they don't like her as much as they do, or they're not as attracted to her as much as they really are. So they're indifferent. They try to act like, But sometimes being too cool about it could actually make her cool off from you. You know what I mean?
And this also boils down to your intent as well. Are you, like he said, do you really like the woman, but you're trying to play cool and all that? This is for those of you that might be looking. Me personally, I told you monk mode. This isn't a cope. I'm not, I enjoy my own company. Maybe one day if the stars align, I'm not holding my breath. But I know a lot of guys out there are purple pill, but just something to think about.
And so, what girls often initially search for in males, right, is males who are female-centered. Like mama told us to be gentlemen, and a gentleman always puts that woman first, always puts that girl first.
If you notice the Babylonian 304s, what do they say? What's the relationship with him and his mama? They just checking to see if you a yes boy or yes man, simp, because it starts with your mom. If your mom, you kowtow to your mom, you're easy to manipulate. Yep. And I told y'all before, I said again, at 10 years old, I checked my mom. You ain't bringing no dudes around me. Hell no. I was 10, so I already showed you. I've always been on it, man. I just didn't, just a ramble, just growing up around normies, gaslighting you. But I've always been on it, man. I just didn't. Anyways, let's keep going.
Kind of thing. So naturally, if a woman wants to be in a safe situation, she's going to choose a safe dude. Never be the safe dude. And that don't mean be dangerous or something like that. But understand how to play this thing called indifference. What you don't want to do when it comes to females ever is play a game. And that's what will distinguish you from most other guys. Because most guys, if they got any game, they're playing a game. But guess what? I think that females are better at the game when they learn it
Absolutely. I agree with this wholeheartedly. You're playing her game. You're playing the loaf of bread programming. That's what I'm going to start calling it. If you hear people talking about these normies and referring to them as loaves of bread, you already know where they got it from. Because I'm already hearing rejection from the Jezebels, protection from the Most High. Protection from the Most High. But the loaf of bread, Babylonian ideology. How you start, how you finish. How you get any women. That video I did the other day. Cats get quiet on there. Not knowing who you are as a man. Downloading BabylonianGentleman.exe programming. Being an avatar. Coach calls it the silhouette of a man. He needs to be this, and this. It's not like a man. It's just a silhouette of a man. Dudes are aspiring to be the silhouette of a man. And they're being spanked accordingly. And I just put 2 and 2 together. You're damning your kids. When you ignore that woman's a 304 and all that. You're ignoring her past. And everybody has a past. And they gaslight you. Gaslighting you. Whenever you feel it in your gut, you're like, nah, that don't seem right. But they gaslight you. You're like, oh, okay. You feel it in your gut. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. The loaf of bread ideology. And it trickles down to your kids. This stuff's, man, this is how I see it. You know what I'm saying? Take what I say with a grain of salt. What do I know? But there's something there, bro.
The best way to play the guys, that's what would distinguish you from most other guys. Because most guys, if they got any game, they're playing a game. But guess what? I think that females are better at the game when they learn it than men are.
And they learn the game at a young age. A lot of young girls learn how to manipulate their fathers, 2, 3 years old, how to cry and get what they want. It starts there, but people don't want to. Y'all ignore that. She's already 2 and 3 years old, gaining experience points at 2. By the time she's in her 20s, come on, bro, she's a raid boss. And it doesn't make them bad people, but dudes going up here just this romantic ideology, and these women see you coming a mile away. You're playing her game. Hello, I'm Mr. Gump. I know who you are, Mr. Gump. You don't realize I've been banged out by Chad and Pook. I've been to Diddy parties, been defecated on, been out to Dubai, deleted some babies. You don't even see all that. You're going to pay. You're playing my game. The safety guy. I don't go to the Cheesecake Factory. He needs to do this, and this, and this. And you got Gumps doing this, and this, and this. It's not going to stop either. Just because she's been at 304, I'm rambling, just because she's been at Diddy parties, doesn't mean there ain't gonna be some Gump out there that's gonna wife her up. I don't remember her name. I saw some scallywag. Got some simp. Some OnlyFans ex-porn star got some dude waiting to have sex. I'm not even mad at the woman, bro. All I'm trying to say is there's you can't stop it. And why would you? Make your own choice, but just make sure you're not the Gump. But I digress. I got on a ramble here.
The best way to play the game when it comes to females is not to play a game at all. Guys who pretend like they're not as interested as they are, they're more busy than what they are, and that kind of shit, right? They could never match wits with a guy who's actually self-centered.
You gotta mean it. You gotta have a life outside of a woman, man. If you can't get that shit figured out, don't leave. That's why I keep telling you, man. You don't need a woman. You can't fake this shit. You can't sit up there and act like you're busy and you sit up here not doing anything. That's loaf of bread energy. You're gonna fucking get chewed up and spit out, man. This is why I keep telling you. What is your intent, man? Because it all starts. We all vibrate, man, on that loaf of bread deception. What is your intent? You got to be honest with yourself, man. Because again, if you're in this loaf of bread, cunning, trying to run game, she's lapping you. She's lapping you. The world, she's at home field advantage. It just is what it is, bro. Whenever they bit the fruit, that metaphor, it started there. And niggas, y'all just be tripping me out. Y'all just completely ignore that. And it's been like that ever since, that parable. I don't know. What do I know?
Because now he don't even need game. Because he puts himself first. He knows in a day what makes him happy. The things he likes to do, the things he likes to eat. If he follows his own happiness, when a woman is not necessary in order for you to be happy and whole within yourself. Then when you get a woman or women, then you just share with them what you already do.
And that's why I keep telling you, you got these hedonists in the space. You know, I don't like to, but I just gotta I like to challenge different ideologies. Like Myron, he tells man, you gotta have a bunch of women. That way, if one gets to tripping, you already got another one. That means you're a whore who can't stand being by yourself. You should already be floating like, you should already be vibrating like that, with or without a woman. With or without a woman. And this doesn't stop even if you get a woman. You gotta always constantly do that, man. You don't understand women. I always understood this, man. Most High bless me that wisdom, man. Always, man. It never stops. It never stops, bro. You always got to keep doing it.
Makes you happy. You don't have to go out of your way to do this and to do that and blah, 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 blah. You know? The key is when you're self-centered, right? You are already enough for you. You're not looking for a pretty girl or someone to complete you. Not looking. You are already, when you're self-centered, right? You are already enough for you. You're not looking for a pretty girl or someone to complete you. Not, right? Is when you're self-centered, right? You are already enough for you. You're not looking for a pretty girl or someone to complete you.
I played that 3 times because I've been posting this space a long time, over 8 years. That's a truth you need to accept. Don't lie to you. You need to reflect on that. And this might take years for you to get there. But if you can't understand what he's saying right there, you don't need a woman. Warning, warning, warning. If you get to that point, you're not going to want anybody around. See, you see how life is, bro? You see how it is? You see how life is? I understand this fucking world now. I truly understand it, bro. It all, man, it just clicks. It just clicks. Nobody gets it all, bro. Nobody gets it all, man. No one gets it all. Pick a lane. Pick a lane. I can't speak for you. I'm on some Samson shit. This is a choice. Y'all can't tell me a goddamn thing. I can't speak for you. But until you can accept that, I'm giving y'all game. Like the video. You want an answer? That's a solution for your ass. You don't like that though. If you don't like that, you need to reflect and meditate, go out, hike, go travel somewhere, go do something until something clicks. You don't need no goddamn woman. I be telling dudes all the time they got their V car up here chasing after women, listening to society, thinking they're less than, thinking they're missing out, thinking they're nothing. Listening to you Sahu loaves of bread, tell them they're nothing. Coming to me with that bullshit. A woman is the last thing you need. You need to freaking cultivate inward and figure out who the hell you are first. I've always been self-centered. My whole goddamn life. That happy wife, as blue pills I said, I ain't doing that happy wife shit. I'll be by myself. I've always been self-centered. I've mastered that shit. You ain't gotta like it. I don't give a damn. I ain't never compromised myself, man. I never wanted to bang. We all fuck the same hoes. I ain't trying to bang all them women y'all be banging. It ain't about that, man. Fuck that. I ain't connecting y'all on that spiritual scale. I don't want nothing to do with this crap. Never did. Now I've always been able to see it my whole life. So I'm gonna be talking shit to the normies for a long time because I was right this whole time, getting gaslit by hornball friends. Why you get no girlfriend yet? Years upon years upon hearing that shit. So yes, there is some resentment there. Unsub if that's an issue for you. I don't give a fuck, man. I was right this whole goddamn time, man. Trying to get me to download that Pookie bullshit. Been seeing through it the whole fucking time, calling out P. Diddy and all them the whole damn time, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. I love being vindicated, man. This to me is priceless. Y'all can kiss my ass, man. I've been right this whole time, y'all. I'm sorry. Again, I don't need a parade and all that, man. This is just personal vindication, bro. I've been right this whole goddamn time and just sticking to my guns and just like, fuck y'all, man. I'm just gonna just do my own thing. And I was right this whole damn time. Oh, y'all, you gotta mean this stuff, man. You gotta mean it, gentlemen. You gotta mean it. Again, guys, this is why I keep harping on this. These women are getting fucked by a certain energy. They're getting fucked by a certain energy. They're downloading certain energy. And they can tell when you're not operating on it, bro. That's why you gotta own it and figure out who the hell you are. Who the hell you are, what is your intent? And if you can't enjoy being by yourself, you don't need a goddamn woman, bro. That is see, I'm gonna keep harping on that because y'all don't like that answer. It's you. It's always been you. And if you don't like being you, how the hell do you expect a woman to like being you? Or like you? Huh? I'm giving y'all solutions. You don't like that? Like the video. Like the video. That's some truth for y'all. You're lying to yourselves. I've been saying it. Plato's confirming it. Schopenhauer's confirming it. I've been saying it, man. You are enough. You are enough. Again, that's why some of y'all still don't believe me when I say I haven't had sex yet. I'm enough. I told you guys, I feel I'd be lowered if I freaking cream pie a woman at this point. The freaking frequency I'm on, I believe that. I don't care what you think. That's why I don't say nothing to y'all. I ain't got nothing to say. I'll just sit here mugging y'all like freaking John Goodman and Big Lebowski, like he was mugging to Jesus. As soon as you say something stupid, I'm just gonna be looking at it like this. Huh? It's you, and you gotta mean it. I've been saying this for the longest time. You got to mean it. You gotta mean it. You gotta mean it, bro. And again, I adapted the whole stoicism and all that, not even being completely ignorant to what it was. It just all made sense. It all clicked. What do I know?
So you're cool when you're dealing with her. It's not an act like the other guys. You're cool when you're chilling with her. It's really a cool that, first of all, they can't forget. Because here's the thing. When you are with a woman and when you are by yourself, the key is to always be present.
This never stops, with or without a woman. He's giving y'all gems. I'm just piggybacking on because I can bear witness to this, man. You gotta mean it, man. They're around so many dudes who be kissing her ass. That's why I make fun of Deontay Wilder. That mentality. Because when I talk about not having sex, I know it's true. You need that affection, that touch, that affection. We need that energy, that I love you, that love you love me. We need that. We need that. That mentality, bro. There's so many men. No, you don't. You need God. You need the universe. That's all you need. That's all you need. But y'all don't want to hear that. Again, I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just putting it out there. Like, he who receive. I already understood. I've been posting this space too long. I tell you a couple, 3 things how dudes project. The lonely guys, the angry guys, and you Sahu simps that cream pie Jezebels. I'm gonna have to show you guys. I saw a video of that woman that banged 1,000 dudes, and I just saw the Sahu men that was all looking at her and shit. And they just reminded me of the dudes I grew up with. Some of them, the little pookies and shit, all looking at them like, "You pussy nigga." Can't stand you motherfuckers, man. I don't like them, and they don't like. It's a mutual, because they see. Here's the thing, and I'm rambling right here because I'm telling you about the spirit. I don't think I'm less than those people. Actually, quite the opposite. And here's the thing. They know that they downloaded the loaf of bread ideology to get with these scallywags who are already damned anyway. So when they see your boy, a black man who didn't download that crap, you Uncle Tom. That's why I said, fuck y'all. You Uncle Tom, you killer nigga. You done sold your soul to fucking Megan Thee Stallion. And y'all suck on a spiritual scale. That's why I said 2/3 ain't gonna make it. I'm done lowering my frequency. Fuck all that. I've been seeing this crap my whole goddamn life, bro. Raise your frequency out here, man. These dudes that sell your soul. That's why I keep talking about that. Men who sell their souls, reduce themselves to loaf of bread to cream pie these women. Y'all better than me. Y'all go right on ahead. You vibrate, and they can tell when you don't. No words need to be spoken. That's why they get quiet around me. I don't have to say anything. No words need to be spoken. They know. I ain't been to no Diddy parties, man. I ain't been to cream. They know. They get quiet, bro. And yes, you can shame them. Yes. You can't shame them if you're cream pieing them and lying down. No, you can't do that. But if you're not, oh man, it's a whole different frequency, man. I'm living this shit. Everything you're saying, I can attest to. I'm living it. I've rattled people's demons. I've been there. This stuff is real. It's all spirit. It's all vibration. That's why I say you gotta mean it. Who are you? What's your intent? If you want to bang them and shit, own it. But y'all wanna get bang, y'all wanna be on this low vibration, like y'all wanna get banged like Pookies and Chads and shit, but you ain't on that frequency. It don't work like that. You're gonna have to pay. Go ahead and pay for it. You're not Pookie and Chad. If you ain't in there at a young age, selling your soul, becoming a loaf of bread, you're not those guys. You're not. And why would you want to be? Why would you want to be? I don't understand the appeal, guys. I really don't. I do story after story. I'm rambling. I'm doing story after story after story of dudes getting robbed and stabbed in ditches. Messing with what is the appeal, guys? No connection with God, bro. No connection with self. No connection with God, man.
Don't be anywhere else.
I'm just rambling.
Don't have your mind split between here and there and da 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 da. Always be in the moment.
I'm sorry to keep stopping because I can. The nature walks I be doing. That's why I be out there. I'll just be in the moment, guys. To be at there, I just be, man. I do that shit all the time, man. I be in the moment, man. I just enjoy the moment. Good health, not stressing, just enjoying it. I soak all that little bit of stuff in, man. My Gojo nerds. I alone am allowed to view this. I'm just floating up in the air, bro. I do that, man. Yeah, man.
Always be present, fully attentive. You see what I'm saying? And you give her your undivided attention, you know. But you're just chilling and you're just enjoying. You're just in the moment, you know. And when you're in the moment, when you're truly in the moment, the right questions, the right conversation will come because you're really in the moment. Guys who are trying to impress her are probably female-centered, not self-centered. And so even guys that are trying to portray like they're more busy than what they are, yeah, you know, they got it going on, they got this and that going on, yeah, you know, well, you know, yeah, we probably could do that, you know, whatever, but they might really like her. Whereas another guy who is self-centered, right, he ain't playing no games.
There's a difference. Putting up a front, trying to act like you're busy, trying to act like you're the man, but you low-key like her ass. That's an energy. What is your intent, man? Again, this is something that each individual has to ask themselves, man. Me personally, man, I'm at the point, man, beauty doesn't, I'm not moved by a woman's looks, man. That don't mean shit to me, bro. I said this story before. I might re-upload it. I talked about it. I actually got visited by Lilith in a dream. And I remember vividly in this dream, she didn't have a face. Well, she didn't have a body. She had a face. All I saw was like pale white face, black eyes, and fiery red hair. And I remember in the dream, I kept saying like, God dang, she's sexy as hell. She didn't have a shape. She didn't have a body. All it was just a face, black eyes, fiery red hair, and it was just like, she was like a specter. She didn't have a body. But I remember she was sexy as hell. She was literally like the idea of seduction. She didn't have a body. There was an energy. I'm preaching to somebody. It was an energy, y'all. Again, this is beyond flesh, man. This is spirit, bro. This is spirit. So unless you some deity Lilith tier, your boy, man, let me stop. Let me keep going. I digress.
Yeah, so what you doing this weekend? If you talking to her, she say, yeah, well, what you doing this weekend? Say, yeah, you know, I really wanted to go see that movie, such and such and such. I'm gonna go check that out this weekend. Did you want to go? Oh, nah, well, you know, I guess, well, that's cool, you know what I mean? I'm gonna check that out, and then, probably see what's happening after that. But, yeah, but that's cool, yeah, ain't no big deal. I'm gonna go check that out anyway. You know, but the self-centered dude, he don't have to have game. The dude that's not self-centered, all of his game is still really about who? it's still about her. Think of the galaxy.
You're still fighting fire with fire. She's gonna win every time because again, this home field advantage, and you're reducing yourself to a loaf of bread playing her game. Tell them what they want to hear, stringing them along. Matches made in Hades. You are who you fuck. Be careful out there, y'all. What is your intentions? What is your intentions? They're dealing with certain men, again, dudes that are lonely, upset, and all that. They're dealing with men who are not like that. They're vibrating. You are vibrating at a certain frequency, and they see you coming a mile away. You're lonely, you're upset, you're angry. They see you coming a mile away because they're dealing with men who are not like that. They're getting cream pie by men who are not like that. I've been saying this for the longest time. You ain't got no choice but dig deep and ask the tough questions. Because they see you coming a mile away if you think you're going to download a course. And hell, you can't even sit up there and just trick and spend money because you might get took out. There's layers to that shit. There's layers you got to damn your soul to get on that frequency. Because you'll get chewed up and spit out with the quickness if you don't know what you're doing. Huh? Hey, man. It is what it is, bro. Let's keep going.
Okay. What is in the center of our galaxy? The sun. Did you know that the sun, the S-U-N, is a masculine principle? And all of the planets, including the Earth, are revolving around it. This is what I mean by self-centered. That you already got activities and things that you do that make you happy. You don't need a female for happiness. You share your happiness with her.
You share your happiness with her. Men are looking for women to be their peace. If you're looking for a woman to be your peace, that is loaf of bread thinking, and you will be spanked accordingly. Get you a life outside of a woman, whatever the hell that is. And you gotta mean that shit. That's why I agree with Coach bossing up and getting you who the hell are you, bro? You don't understand women. I understand that much. It's always been about you, bro. It's always been about you. You gotta mean it, though. You want solutions? There's your solution. What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with that information? Am I lying to you? Or are you gonna lie to yourself? Hey man, it is what it is, bro. Y'all want that Jerry Springer talking about 304 crap? There's your solution right there. It's inward. And you ain't got no choice. With AI, this Black Mirror, you're not gonna know it's real. You're not gonna know what's real from this point forward. You got World War III lingering and all this shit. Not now. I'm wondering what's AI, what's not. Anyways, y'all, that's your solution, bro. It's all internal, man. And you got to mean it. You gotta mean it. The milk's been spilled. The die has been cast. Before you finish, I think you got a few more. Let me see what else. He's gonna say something else.
Chick calls you up. Let's say you like to cook. She calls you up. She say, yeah, what's up? Or y'all just chopping it up. Say, well, this weekend I'm gonna be making chocolate treats. Chocolate treats, yeah. Yeah, I make chocolate treats where I take melted chocolate and I make treats with them. You know what I mean? And sometimes, I sell them online or I do this and that, but I'm gonna be making some chocolate treats. And also, I got, these gourmet cookies and stuff that I work with.
That's pretty much it. Get your goddamn life and enjoy your own self, man. Seriously, man. I've been saying that for the longest time. If you can't figure that out, then leave a woman alone. She's not gonna fulfill it. She's not gonna fill that empty hole because you keep lying to yourself. It is what it is. But the milk's been spilled, the die's been cast. All you can do is move accordingly. I am out, good peoples. Laters. Like the video, hey man, I'm just, let he who receive. I'm a master at being self-centered. Hey man, I told you before, I said it again. If you're enjoying it too much, you're not gonna want nobody around. But it is what it is. No peace with peace. It's all you. But that's out. That's all I got. I'm out. Latest.